micro boost down there. And the generators have to run a certain time. Yeah, that's what we're doing. I've got a letter that out.
Oh my word.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. First of all, thank you for joining us today. Got a nice crowd in the house today. Appreciate it. This is our regular scheduled board meeting after our committee of a whole. Roll call, please, clerk.
Commissioner Dixon?
Here.
Commissioner Weeding?
Here.
Commissioner Walsh? Commissioner Michael?
Here.
Mayor Lyons?
Here.
We have a quorum.
Okay, again, just my condolences to Commissioner Walsh. He had another member lost the family. He's out of state attending services. That's why Commissioner Walsh is not here today. First up on the agenda, we have public comment. So if you have public comment, approach the mic, state your name, your full name, and it's not a discussion back and forth. This is your opportunity to talk to the council and discuss things that you would like to talk to, and then we can address at a later date. We don't go back and forth because it can drag meetings on. And so this is your opportunity for public comment, the maximum of 3 minutes. So do we have anybody for public comment today?
Hi, good evening, Ron Wilczek, Ron Wilczek Senior, Braidwood. I'd like to read a statement I have, and I would like to do a request of the council. I would like to say thank you to a couple of Braidwood residents who have been doing a lot for our city and all of us. Dale and Liz Walsh have been working very hard for all of us in the last few years. Dale has not only spent a lot of time overseeing the streets and public improvements of our city, but he has gone out of his way to do many other things for this city. He has attended multiple meetings with business and government officials to help understand what other cities and city councils are doing, so as to both get ideas from others as well as help us be known to others. I know this because I attended a number of these events with him, including the Illinois Municipal League, the Will County Business Association, Wilmington, and other city council meetings. Starting out with just trying to give all residents a chance to be heard, Dale organized town hall meetings where all residents could come and ask questions or give opinions about what was on their minds. The city administrator was asked and volunteered to help answer any questions. Later, using contacts he developed from his meetings and those working for the city, he invited guest speakers to some of the town halls where they spoke to areas of their expertise, and residents were given the opportunity to ask them questions. His wife, Liz, supported Dale in all these efforts and worked hard to help the city as best she could by volunteering and working on the city's beautification committee. I would like to thank Liz and Dale for all their contributions to help us all. I am saying this now because, as many of you know, Liz passed away a couple of weeks ago at the age of 64 due to COVID and other health issues. I am so sorry to see Liz go, and I'm requesting that the mayor ask this council to express their thankfulness to Liz and Dale and give Liz a moment of silence during this meeting in recognition to her service to us all, and then applaud in thankfulness to both of them. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else up for public comment? Public comment. Okay. So I have a motion to approve minutes from the last regular scheduled meeting on October 28, 2025.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Commissioner Dixon,
Yes.
Commissioner Michael,
Yes.
Commissioner Reading,
Yes.
Mayor Lyons,
Yes.
motion carries.
All right, reports by city officials. I'm up first. I'm requesting a motion to approve ordinance 2551, creating a special events commission for the city of Braidwood. Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Commissioner Michael,
Yes.
Commissioner Dixon,
Yes.
Commissioner Reading,
Yes.
Mayor Lyons,
Yes.
motion carries.
All right, my next up is request a motion to approve resolution 2524, approving a letter of credit agreement with Old Second National Bank regarding Dennis Bauer. Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion. I'll second.
Commissioner Reading,
Yes.
Commissioner Michael,
Yes.
Commissioner Dixon,
Yes.
Mayor Lyons,
Yes.
motion carries.
All right. Also, a couple of things I do want to address, and the one thing is, hey, it was a great, talk about Liz and his wife. I know Liz was, I posted on Facebook, she was dedicated to the city of Braidwood. She served on our zoning board, she was on the beautification committee. And again, behind everybody that serves on a board is a supportive wife. In all accounts, that Liz was very supportive in Dale in following his responsibilities as commissioner. We appreciate Liz Dixon and what she has done for the city of Braidwood. So thank you.
Liz Walsh.
Liz Walsh, sorry.
I haven't died yet.
But we talked so much, it's hard to get you out of my mind. I apologize on that. Another thing I want to talk about is my reports. I want to talk about a holiday parade. So we are organizing a holiday parade. It will be Saturday, December 6th. The tree lighting will be out here at 5 o'clock. The tree lighting will be done by the Junior Comets JV team. Again, congratulations to the JV squad. They were the Junior Comets Super Bowl champs. It's quite an accomplishment. And the theme for this Christmas parade is a Christmas movie night. So we are going to the city's going to put a float together. So Warren, I'm going to ask you, I expect you to dress up in your favorite Christmas character. Okay? I have an elf costume picked out for you.
Camel.
I'm thinking an elf.
We call for an elf,
Okay, and then another thing I want to do is I want to please join us in recognizing Donna Geis on her up and coming retirement. Donna's last day with the city hall will be this Friday, November 14th, making an end of more than 20 years of dedicated service to the city of Braidwood and our citizens. We're truly grateful for all that Donna has done over the years. Since I first become a mayor, she was incredibly helpful in making the transition smooth and successful. She's been a great help. As she begins her next chapter, we're excited that she'll have more time to spend with her grandkids. And although we'll certainly, this is coming from Steve, we'll certainly miss not having another Cubs fan in the office. That's a not. But anyway. So thank you, Donna, for your years of commitment, professionalism, and friendship. We wish you all the best in your well-deserved retirement. Again, that's my report. Move on to the city management consultant.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. Before I go through some of my report, I just want to give some compliments out to city staff. We have spent a lot of time working on different things, a lot of meetings, a lot of ideas, a lot of things that we're trying to be more efficient on, and they've been extremely helpful. Public works staff, George, Scotty, and Rob, particularly those, the finance staff, Liz and Carol and Donna and Kathleen and Michelle, and just everybody has been great to work with. Police department, working with Eric and Chris, it's just been a really good collaboration of a lot of good ideas and getting a lot of things accomplished. And also special thanks to, and I don't think they get enough thanks, to Brian and to Sean We rely on Brian and Sean for a lot of interpretations and their expertise, and they are one of our family. They do such a great job steering us in the right direction and telling me that, no, you can't do this, but this is a better way to do it. And so they are a true asset to this community. A couple of things I want to highlight on the report. There's a lot of things, obviously we have a lot of things going on. One of the things I want to highlight is the water meter replacement plan. We have met with two FluxNet, came here and talked about the water meter. However, there is a new technology through mobile phones, through the mobile cellular lines. There's new technology, so make sure we looked at every stone. We turned every stone. So we had a company come out here who was kind of morphing into the cellular technology. We spent an hour and a half going through what they have. We're going to have a report forthcoming on what we think is the best technology. It's probably going to be still the old standard radio. There's only a few communities that do the mobile meter reads. It's not a tried and true system yet. We're still looking at the recommendations, still looking at some things, but very good meetings, and we're putting together a plan on how to expedite some of our water meter replacements. Because it took us about 7 years, 8 years, correct, George, to get half done. Close to half. By the time we get, another 7 or 8 years, having just George do it, another 7 or 8 years, and we're gonna start back replacing the meters that we put in, because they only have about a 20-year life. So we're looking at ways to how to expedite that process. That's why I just want to kind of highlight goal setting workshop. What we want to do is prior to every budget, the council and staff should meet and get together on what are your goals. What are your goals as a council member? What are the goals of the staff? And let's start listing our goals. And those goals are the impetus on how we develop our budget. And so unless we know what's important to you as a council, we don't know how to formulate the budget properly. And so one of the things that I'm recommending on 2 days, which will be December 10th and December 18th, to have special meetings with you and staff and formulate our goals in order to create a budget that everybody can collaborate on and what everybody agrees to. Also, that we don't have here is we don't have core values. We don't have a mission or vision statement, like anything I couldn't find. And hey, what is our mission? What do we want to accomplish here at Braidwood? And where do we want to be in 5 years as an organization? And so these are things I think we need to develop with the council, with staff, collaborate, and to put us on the right track. And once we understand your goals, and once we understand staff goals, our core values, then everything becomes pretty easy in how we develop strategies going forward. We know exactly what you want us to concentrate on. Is it infrastructure? Is it policing? And it doesn't have to be expenditures. It can be programs. It can be community-oriented policing programs. It can be, wellness check. All kinds of different things. It doesn't have to have a cost associated with it. So these are things that we want to hear from you, and we want staff to present to you as well and hear what we have to do. So we're proposing 6 o'clock on December 18th, and it's a Wednesday, and then Wednesday, December 10th, and Thursday, December 18th, beginning at 6 o'clock, 2 hours each night, and we should be able to knock out the goals that we feel are important to the city of Braidwood, and we should be able to knock out a mission vision statement, and hopefully do our core values on what we feel is important, that things that we should accomplish here for the citizens of Braidwood. Next tip 4, we kind of discussed that just briefly. Mining companies did go on site and look at some properties that we're looking to potentially evaluate and see if they're eligible for a tip 4. We have a timeline that's being developed to do the initial evaluation to see if it's eligible or not. We're hoping to have that report done by the first of the year. That's the first step. If it's TIF eligible, then we'll ask you as a council, we want to move forward with the full TIF process. But the evaluation is the first step to find out if it's eligible or not. We're hoping to have that eligibility report within the next several weeks, hopefully by the first of the year. We're still working on the .gov versus the .us. Gary's trying to secure, as we talked about at the last meeting, cityofbraidwood.gov is what we're, right now, we think it's good, but we haven't got the official blessing from the .gov police. Facebook Live, Josh is doing Facebook Live. So again, we commend Josh for coming out here. We did meet with some vendors who can install cameras and so forth. It got relatively expensive. So we're just gonna use this Facebook Live until we see what the next year budget turns out, so we can afford to do some permanent type cameras and a nice sound system. Sean, I'm sure it's under your report, but you want to give a quick report on Vita Lane and on the road projects?
Yes, all the road projects have now been completed. We're just waiting for the contractor to pick up the signage. They've restored everything. We'll take a look at it again in the spring to see how everything comes back up. Because again, it seems like it doesn't do so well. Over the winter time, we're hoping it does, but again, by the spring, we'll find more project out. We have a pay request for partials for pay request number 1 on that project. But again, all the work has been completed.
The two other things I just want to touch on real quick, stop sign and street inventory. So I had Scotty put on the GPS all of our stop signs and street signs on the GPS data. By doing that, working with Chief Allen, we have found out that stop signs here in town were never run through the MPDU something. What's that called? MPDU? MUTCD. Process, I was close, anyway. And that needs to be done in order to codify it as a stop sign. You just can't put a stop sign up and say, okay, a resident wants a stop sign here, we're gonna put a stop sign here. There has to be some type of a formula, some type of a vetting system if that corner intersection requires a stop sign. Each stop sign has to be a certain size, each stop sign has to have reflective things on it, and each stop sign has to be a certain height. And we found out that we have many stop signs that have varying sizes, varying heights, not reflective, and there has not been a vetting if that stop sign is required. I'm sure most stop signs we have in town are required, but there's nothing to back that up. So we're meeting tomorrow, I believe, Sean? We're meeting tomorrow to go over the process of doing traffic counts for every freaking stop sign in Braidwood, and to make sure that they all become codified and legal, so that they are a legal traffic device as per state and federal codes regarding traffic.
What about the ones from IDOT in town? Because we have quite a few stop signs from IDOT. I'm assuming those were, those ordinances were passed and they were.
And that's a good question. I don't know if they were or not. It's something we have to review. It's something we have to see if they were.
Yeah, that's IDOT. We don't have a jurisdiction on that one.
Correct. But did they meet all the standards?
Yeah, it's
Okay, so it excludes any IDOT.
Any on 113 or other IDOT bylaws. Correct. Last, generators. So as you're aware that we went to, we rejected the bids for the generators. We did meet last Thursday, Sean. Yeah, last Friday, with the generator contractor. We're value engineering the project. There was a couple mistakes on the bid. Sean redid some scope. He asked discussions on what we could do in-house, such as the landscaping and putting the erosion control blanket down and seeding and some of the underground work that we can do. So we're hoping to get some new price quotes back within the next week, and hopefully to have a much better price presented to you by the next council meeting. And we have a lot of other things in there, software repairs. Warren's going to touch on that, and that's all I have.
Real quick, why don't you just update the board real quick, I'm sorry, Steve, on the development handbook, because that was something that's been kind of going on for some time. If you just give the board an update on that.
Yeah, we've been working on that for about 3 months now, almost 4 months. And what the development handbook is the guide, not only for our staff, but as a guide for developers on our step-by-step process and on what we require from the time of building permit to the time of occupancy. So it's kind of A to Z on what we require, which includes the letter of credit we just talked about tonight, in the letter of credit ordinance that we're gonna pass. It talks about application, it talks about submittals, it talks about engineering, inspections, and it goes A through Z on how development needs to be monitored and processed through the system. We also have a handbook that we're developing for permits, obviously much smaller, from A to Z on a fence permit, A to Z on a permit for, driveways, whatever you can think of. It's gonna be a checklist on exactly what's required and make it easier for our staff and also make it easier for the citizen who is going to be applying for the permit.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
All right, yeah, anything more information on this report? City clerk, do you have anything to report?
The other thing I wanted to just touch on is that we did have the bid opening for the garbage bids, and, we did send out things to about 7 garbage companies, and only 2 replied, so some of the council here is, we're gonna get all the information together, review to see which one that we would award that bid to. So unfortunately, we only had 2 to choose from, so.
All right.
And one of the bids do have some options we want to talk to you about, but we're still vetting some of those options with respect to recycling and increased electronics recycling, but we're still working through some of the costs on that. And we asked for some better numbers on some of these things, and so we're still working through that.
Yeah, we do have the option to like recycle every week instead of every other week, so that's something we are talking about with the company. Again, like what Steve said, trying to tighten up the numbers a little bit. All right, thank you. Engineer.
The only thing I have is, we have a resolution for, pavement number 1, which is partial for Cooper Cookie Trail, in the amount of $273,350.41. It's completed, as I mentioned, the project unit, and that was, we were still waiting on the striping, and I think that kind of had to be together, so it'll probably be completed this week or early next week before the weather changes again. But everything else is complete.
I'll make that motion. I'll second.
Commissioner Weeding,
Yes.
Commissioner Michael?
Yes.
Commissioner Dixon,
yes,
Mayor Lyons,
Yes.
motion carries.
All right, any update yet? I forgot to ask you today, Sean, anything on our sidewalk grant?
We've not heard anything back at the State Boston School. I'll try to find out when it shows up. It's generally a couple of cross people who hear back from that one, but I'll actually know down with that one.
Mayor, can we have Sean give an update on our CIP, on what we're doing on a 1 through 5 year CIP program?
Yeah, are you prepared to do that today, just to give a little bit of a?
Yeah, I can give a broad brush. Again, the whole idea of the CIP process is essentially, there's a lot of infrastructure over the years that has not been, the city's been kind of basically more reactive than proactive on some of those projects, simply for the nature of communities and trying to figure out where the dollars go. We've met with staff, public works, looking at water, sanitary, streets. We're also looking at, other items, we're trying to basically do a download of all the project needs that we have. And we're trying to set and prioritize those dollar amounts for the projects to figure out, when things get accomplished. We do have a lot of water main, underside water main needs to be replaced. So we're right now looking at trying to fit in, as we plan all of this, we have to look at, if we have to do a road resurfacing, we don't want to do a road resurfacing where we actually have a water main that needs to be replaced. Or we have a sanitary sewer which has got some issues, which we're gonna have to dig up. So we're basically trying to list all these projects and kind of prioritize to develop, what we're looking to try to spend in the next 5 years. We're gonna outline all these projects, come up with cost, with our cost estimate on it, setting it for today, what we know that is, and then doing the typical, your cost inflator basically after, this year, the CCI, which is just construction cost index. But we'll list all of those projects. We'll try to slot them in where we can 1 through 5, which works for the city. You'll set that dollar value for a budget standpoint, but we'll have all the other projects listed as a future project, tied to, 2025. So we're in the process of developing those. We've kind of got a format set up at this point in time. We've identified a lot of the projects. We're just trying to fine tune and see if there's some additional ones. That's kind of where we're at.
And probably find out which ones are the highest priority.
sure, and I know that the maps that Robinson provided me that I keep in my office, near as I can calculate, there's close to 7 miles of replacement pipe undersized needed.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Sure is. And we know that we're not gonna be able to do it all, so.
Sure.
We're looking to try to do the biggest issues, the biggest problem areas. We have some areas that obviously have very small mains. We have hydrants in those areas that are really not affected. So we're trying to figure out what we can do to try to basically bring to the, the life safety protection.
Yeah, we talked about it today. That's gonna be our priority because we have 5 fire hydrants.
No, it's a priority, for sure.
So, thank you. Is there anything else, Sean, or is that it?
I know that's.
All right, thank you. City Attorney Brian.
First thing, I have a guest with me today. Everybody meet Aiden Simmons. Aiden just joined us last Tuesday and was sworn in as an attorney in Illinois the very next day. He'll be doing our municipal prosecutions that we do for our municipal clients. We'll be helping in whatever we need him to, but has some interest in the municipal type issues. So you may see him from time to time. He's been a great help so far. The only agenda item I have is I am requesting a motion to approve resolution 2525 and the resolution for the proposed Western Hospitality Partners Data Center TIF.
I do have a question about that, and if many of you might not know, my company is in the TIF district. So TIF items I have to be careful with being in the TIF district. Is this something that I can vote on, or should I just abstain?
This is, has nothing to do with the TIF that you're in,
Okay.
so I think that you would be safe to vote on it. And this is, so you and the public know, this TIF would be proposed to be entirely encompassing the data center's property, potentially some outside of that, but it would not have anything to do with TIF 3, which I believe is the TIF that you're in.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
And this is exactly what we talked about at community hall.
Right, this does not lock us into developing a TIF, it doesn't lock us into providing any developer, any TIF money.
Any money we spend on this project outside of, we can be reimbursed through the TIF district.
Yeah, all it does is start a clock that from here on going forward, if we do adopt a TIF for this related project, then we and developers could be reimbursed by TIF money that develops from that project.
Okay.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Commissioner Michael,
Yes.
Commissioner Dixon,
Yes.
Commissioner Weeding,
Yes.
Mayor Lyons,
Yes.
motion carries.
All right. Thank you, Brian. Next up on the agenda is our reports by city commissioners. Council Finance.
I make a motion to approve payments of bills in the amount of $493,959.32.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, before anybody votes on it. This includes fuel for all departments of 5,000, ComEd streetlights, 20,467, the car dealership loan of 13,179, Fisher Auto Parts maintenance on vehicles, 2,500, Hopkins Chemicals for water, 8446, the Illinois EPA loan payment of $350,242.09. And local 150 insurance, 19,219. So the bulk of that 400 is just the Illinois loan, EPA loan payment.
Thank you.
Commissioner Dixon,
Yes.
Commissioner Michael,
Yes.
Commissioner Weeding,
Yes.
Mayor Lyons,
Yes.
motion carries.
I make a motion to approve payroll in the amount of $159,471.30.
I'll second.
Commissioner Dixon,
Yes.
Commissioner Weeding,
Yes.
Commissioner Michael,
Yes.
Mayor Lyons,
Yes.
motion carries.
Commissioner Dixon, I don't know if you want to explain this or not. I think you were the one that told me. I somebody asked me why the payroll is so high. but because of the contract of the officers, they don't do holiday pay anymore. They do a one-time payout for all holidays. So somebody had asked me, hey, why was your payroll so high? It was because of that.
Okay. I will not be making the motion to approve the ordinance for the new utility billing payment and disconnection of utility service procedures. We're gonna go over it again. Financial statement is in, it's on the website, you can look at it. For the month of October, here's some highlights. The general fund operated at 1.6 million surplus compared to the year prior, which was 869,000 surplus. The city across all government funds has recognized revenue of 4.75 million. The city across all government funds has recognized expenditures of 2.74 million. The overall net change in fund balance is a surplus of 2.01 million. So we're not spending, we're watching what we're spending so that we can make sure that we have enough money to do what we need to do. Illinois funds, the bank balance as of 10/31 was $10,324,859.80. So it's gone up quite a bit since
Yeah.
May. As Todd said, Donna's last day is this Friday. And I'd like to thank her for her 20 years of service to the city. Her knowledge and dedication will be missed. Our new water clerk will be starting on November 14th. Catherine Olegor, I have a hard time saying it.
O'Rogie,
Huh?
it's O'Rogie.
Okay.
Common spelling.
It's spelled wrong.
Yeah.
It's spelled wrong here, but it's O'Rogie, yes.
She has spent the last 2 months working with Donna and is eager to get started. Our audit for 23-24. I have down here that the first draft was done actually when I was walking in here tonight. That audit is complete. The final draft is in my email. I haven't really had a chance to look at it, but if everything goes well, we will get that approved. I will be able to do an audit review meeting, hopefully on the first meeting in December, so that we can take action on that audit and we can get the 24-25 audit started so that we can have it done. So we can do the 25-26 audit. And hopefully that one will be done on time. I also, in the middle of the week, we had a scramble. We had a gated audit that came back from 21. And it was not completed correctly. Because the city spent over $500,000 in grant funds, they were required to complete a consolidated year-end financial report audit. The audit was not completed. We now have to have Whipley to complete the audit at a price tag of $2,500. Once this is complete, the 2021 audit will be amended and refiled. Due date, I talked to the controller's office and I got them to give us till 11/30/25 to get this done. If it's not done then, we will be marked as non-compliant, which means any Illinois grants or things that we apply for, we will not be eligible for. That's it.
All right, thank you, Commissioner Dixon. Well, actually, streets and public improvement.
At this time, I would like to call for a moment of silence for Liz. And then a round of applause for all of you. We are going to table the motion to waive competitive bidding and approve proposals everyone, Scotty put a lot of time, the guys at the plant put a lot of time trying to get companies in here to bid the salt roof, some repairs on some other buildings, a couple other flat roofs. But at this time, we believe that we are going to get a couple more bids, so we're going to table this for now until the other bids come in. And then I would like to read the report from the guys at the city, this past week. 52 D-boxes plotted, all water main valves, hydrants plotted in Mastodon, Eurasia. That was quite a feat in itself. It's a huge development. All sewer lines and manholes plotted for Eurasia. 90 locates, 5 meter repairs, 1 water leak repair, 4 water shutoffs. Replace the controller and the sign at City Hall, and to help the streets with the first snow event. So thanks to the city guys for keeping up with everything. Year after year, when the snow flies, they do a great job. So, you know, I think talking about parking on the streets is very valid and important to take care of for the safety of the people's vehicles as well as our staff on hand. That's all I have.
All right, thank you. All right, move to public, you're up for public health and safety.
I got a couple things, Mayor. Okay, for our press release for October 28th to the November 11th, total number of calls of service was 306. We had 33 case reports. We had 9 subjects arrested. Total arrest charges were 15. Total number of traffic stops were 92. Citations were 30. Written warnings were 33. Semi-truck violations were 3, and total number of P tickets were 12. And for the code enforcement, we had abandoned and inoperable vehicles removed from private property. Total were 11. And by compliance, it was 11. By tow was 0. And we're holding interviews this week for entry-level police officers. Our ESDA team assisted the police department and or fire department during 12 events in the month of October, including traffic control for a flooded roadway, road closures during serious crash, and assistance on several levels at home football games. And that's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Again, Chief, hey, thanks. I just want to say good job on Halloween. I got a lot of compliments that you guys have a large police presence for Halloween.
Nice night. At least the weather for October 31st wasn't bad.
I will tell you, I had a bowl of candy out there. The person that took a lot of my candy matched the description of somebody over at that table. I'm not going to mention any names. How was those Reese's, by the way? All right, Brian. Any old business? Anything? Any old business to talk about? Okay. Anything new business? Does anybody have any new business they'd like to talk about? Bring up.
I just would like to thank Chief Allen. He was at the school today, and I was bringing a 3rd grade class down the hallway, and he stopped and talked to them, and they were just he talked to us. They invited him to lunch. And he said he would come someday.
He's not passing up a free meal.
He might pass up a free school meal.
So those who are just joining us in here, we did pass an ordinance for an events committee. So if anybody would like to be part of that, and what that is we do have several events in town, and a lot of times you see the same people that are donating their time. I want to get some new, fresh ideas. You know, hopefully we do have a town center, we do have a band shelter. There are things in town, but I'd like to add some events. So anybody with some fresh ideas, you know, please reach out to me, email me, tlyons@braidwood.us, call me at City Hall, leave me a message, I will reach out. But we will form a committee again for events. Again, the next event coming up is going to be our holiday parade and tree lighting. And I was talking to my wife and Steve. I kind of come up with an idea. I'm trying to piece it together, but we are going to have a countdown sign. I've got to put it up tomorrow. How many days until the event? And our theme is going to be, again, your favorite Christmas movie. So I was hoping maybe if anybody wants to go out and countdown, take a picture, you can email me that picture, and we will post a picture of you and your family dressed up in your favorite characters. Ron, who's your favorite character? What's your favorite Christmas movie, Ron?
My favorite what?
Christmas movie.
It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life. So I would like to see you out there dressed up with those characters, you and your wife and family, and we'll post it on Facebook page and possibly put together a contest. Our main goal is just try to bring people together and get in the holiday spirit and get people involved. So if anybody has any ideas, anything at all for the holidays, Christmas, the parade coming up, let me know. Or the city's putting together a float. I got some ideas for Moose, some outfits for him I'm gonna order on Amazon. So if anybody else has any suggestions, we'd appreciate it. But again, you know, anybody's interested in being like on the events committee, please reach out to me. Call me, City Hall, or email me. Appreciate it. Or any other ideas? Okay. Executive session. Does anybody have a motion? Anybody want to go into executive session? No? Okay, our next city council meeting is going to be Tuesday, November 25th at 7 o'clock. Do I have a motion for adjournment?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Sorry, Lou.
You got it, Liz.
It's a tie.
I'll second.
Commissioner Michael.
Yes.
Commissioner Reading.
Yes.
Commissioner Dixon.
Yes.
Mayor Lyons.
Yes.
We have adjourned.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Andrew.